This is a quick lower back pain relief hip opener, and I'm making this originally for a friend of mine that I knew, but it seems like ages ago, Mary Zappo. She's a belly dancer, and she's been having pain, not from belly dancing, from lifting her nephews up. So here we go. You would start with a warm-up, which we're going to skip. Part of the warm-up, though, would be cat and cow, Pidalasana in Sanskrit. You're going to inhale, lift the tailbone towards the ceiling, lift the glutes, sit bones, rounding the back or extending the back, coming up through the chin, last thing. On the exhale, tuck the tailbone under, contracting or flexing, all the way up through the shoulders, and the head drops beneath, in between the arms. Inhale and exhale. And you do a series of these, as many as you want. Flexing and extending the spine is great. I also think maybe she might be having some issues with core stability because she's talking about picking up her nephews. So I would add in extension of the arms and contract, and leg, opposite leg, and contracting. So you'd extend, drawing the navel in about 30% abdominal bracing. On the exhale, contract, drawing the knee and elbow together. Inhale, release, exhale, contract. And do about 10 of those to start, each side. Next one, threading the needle. It's great for sciatic pain, relieving any pinching in the lower back. It's a spinal twist. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, sweep it behind the left. Take the right ear and temple down to the mat. Relax from there. Hips stay in the sky. You can place the left palm on the mat, elbow at shoulder height. You can relax the forearm down, or if you want more of a twist, go ahead and tuck those left fingertips into the right hip crease, or relax the left hand on the back of the body. You do both sides. From there, lunging, because lower back pain is sometimes related to tight gluteals, tight hamstrings, things like that. Take the leg forward. Knee stays directly over the ankle joint, and that's your alignment. Your hands can be inside the leg if you like, or one on each side, or if you like, you can use blocks. Soda cans work too. Push your weight into both hips equal. You'll feel a stretch in the left groin, left hip, right groin, right hip as well. You're going to walk it backward, lifting up the toes of the foot that's forward, this time my right foot. You're going to exhale, fold within your comfort zone. So I can fold fairly far, coming down, keeping the front body lifted, nipple line away from navel line, no upper thoracic rounding. You can also do pigeon pose from here. Right knee comes down on the mat. You work that ankle towards the opposite wrist, slide the left leg back. You can lift up into a little back bend, stretching more of the groin and the hip area, or fold forward. Left groin has to point down and point towards the mat. So if it's not, I'll show you on the left side, what it would look like. So if you've got a lot of this lift here, and it's uncomfortable, you can stick a block under there, a blanket, or a towel. A variation to this, if you don't like the leg pinned, is a wide angle lunge. So you bring the foot forward like you would in a regular lunge, heel toe it to the outside edge of your mat, then push your weight forward. If this is enough stretch for you, then you stay here. If not, come on down onto the forearms. Another great series for opening up the hips. You can use blankets if you want. And I have a stack of blankets here. And you're just going to throw the legs over the top of the blankets, right at the knees. Back of the thighs and buttocks close up to the blankets, and relax them there. You don't have to use blankets if you don't want to. It's fine. This just helps release the lower back. Kind of squeegee the buttocks flush down. Exhale the knee to the chest. This is Apanasana. Bring it out to the outside edge of the body, across the body, and then around the bend, doing little circles. And try not to move the leg. Try not to let the leg move itself. Move it with your arms. You can use a strap across or the hands underneath. And you do both sides. Susirandasana is a great one too. I have a needle pose. With one sole on the floor, the knee bent, take the opposite ankle, put it on top of the thigh, exhale the knee to the chest. So that you get it from both sides. I'll show you. Figure four, it's also known as. Another great one. Happy baby pose or dead bug pose. Knees to the chest, release the soles towards the ceiling. Hands to the outside edges of the feet. Draw those knees closer to the mat. And you can gently rock side to side, releasing the lower back. And then to finish up your practice, a little cool down with some extra stretches. One of my favorite Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. Drawing the soles of the feet together, heels close to the glutes or groins. You remove your gluteal flesh out from underneath you. You can scoot forward a little bit. If your knees are higher than the iliac crest, you don't want to fold forward. If they're not, you can fold forward. If you want to work on opening sandbags right here, I don't have any sandbags with me right now, but I'll demonstrate with a block. You would put them right across here, up near, close to the groin, and that helps to soften. You don't have to have yoga sandbags. You can use, I don't know, 1, 5, 10-pound bags of rice, whatever you like. If they're really up high, Tarasana, taking the feet away from the groins, and you can fold forward. Again, lengthening through the front body, so nipple line away from navel line. Upavista Konasana, another really good hamstring stretch. No more than 90 degrees at the groin if you have tight hamstrings, if you're having lower back pain. And if you find that you're rounding through the pelvis, take a little blanket, put it right underneath your sit bones, and that'll help get your pelvis in the right alignment, and you can fold forward from there. And then you just take the chest down towards the mat within comfort. Toes point up. Last but not least, to stretch the hamstrings, Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. Draw the left sole inside the right thigh. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale again, folding from the hip crease, fold forward within comfort. Add a little variation. Left hand to the outside of the right foot. Slowly exhale the right hand behind you. That'll hit right back here for stretching, lower back stretch. Spinal twisting. Coming back here, and you switch sides. Always do left foot inside right leg first. Other than that, there are lots of other stretches you can do. This is just a real quick series. You can always start cross-legged with a little spinal twist each way. And I would go nice and slowly, especially if you're having lower back pain issues at the time. If you're not, inhale, lift, exhale, twist, and twist all the way through the spine. Also seated side angle stretch. One hand down. Inhale the other arm up. Grounding through the hip socket, through the glutes, so make sure that that right cheek stays down, reach through the right fingertips. Of course, you do this on the left side as well. And that's about it for a fast, under 10-minute stretch that you can do. It might be 20 minutes if you do the right side as well and left side. Thanks for joining me. More information on my website, skyyogastudio.com.